Hi, and welcome to Muse. This is Ben, and today I'm going to show you how to build a website as a virtual world. We like to call these websites 3D websites. 3D websites are a new and very powerful way of expressing and sharing your brand's or your product's story on the internet. So let's get started. Muse is a no-code editor that allows you to build websites as virtual worlds. It's really simple, it's very intuitive, but I'm going to walk you through all the basics as well as show you some handy dandy shortcuts to make your journey learning how to build 3D websites as virtual worlds that much easier. After you create an account and log in, you will be given access to Muse HQ. This warehouse is Muse HQ. Muse HQ is your home. It's your foundation. It is where you create websites, create new websites, select templates, and also manage the websites. First, let's show you how to create a website. The first thing we're going to want to do is to walk over to the template selector. This is the template selector. We have 28 templates for you to choose from. If you are unhappy with any of the templates and you can't find one that fits you, you can even build your own template by using the lost template. This is slightly more advanced. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build your first 3D website using a template that we have already made for you. I'm personally a really big basketball fan, so I want to build a personal website. My goal, by the way, out of this video is to show you how I am going to build my own personal website from scratch. And yeah, so I'm a big basketball fan, so I'm going to use the gym template. Once you click that button, we're going to ask you to give your world a name. So I'm just going to call this Ben's personal website. You can always change the name later. Cool. Now let's click Start Building. Next, if this is your first time using Muse, you'll be sent over to our orientation. Our orientation is a great place to learn on your own, or you can watch this video. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to click Y to skip. Now I am in my website. All right, so the first thing I'm going to want to do to start editing my website is to click Tab. Tab opens up the builder tools. The builder tools give you everything you need to build your first 3D website. The first thing I'm going to want to do is probably to replace this text right here. You see right in front of me, it says title replace me. I'm simply going to walk up, highlight it with my crosshairs, click, and now over here on this left-hand options panel, I can change the text. So I will type out my full name, Benjamin Ha. And I think I will also change the color to, let's do blue. There we go. So, whoops, I forgot to click the check mark. So when you're editing text, be sure to click this check mark so it saves. There we go. We saved it. Awesome. I'm also not a fan of the background. I don't think I really need one. So I am just going to hide it, and there we go. We now have text. I'm actually not very happy with this color, blue. I think I'm going to change it later. And I'll show you how to change and use custom colors a little bit later on. Next thing I'm going to want to do for my website is swap out this link button. So we have these link buttons here in Muse. What's cool about these link buttons is if you put in facebook.com, for example, the icon will actually change to Facebook. If I were to put twitter.com, it will change to twitter.com. Same as Discord, etc. Right here. So just for the sake of this, I will throw in my Instagram, which is /itsbenha. Here we go. and I'm going to swap it out. So that is how you update links. All right, now let us upload some pictures. Okay, so every website, especially personal websites, should probably have some pictures of yourself and hobbies and what you do or your portfolio. For the sake of this tutorial, I will go on my LinkedIn and find some images of myself and other relevant images. Just download all these images here. And I will probably fast forward through this. All right, I have downloaded 5 images. If you notice, there are actually more than 5 images here, but look, I'm going to make it work and I'm going to show you how. All right, so again, I'm going to click Tab to open up my Builder Tools. Now my goal here is to upload images. Simply go over to a picture frame, click on it, and then now you'll be shown this button. And if you click on it, you can actually upload images. So let me upload a profile picture of myself. Sweet, there we go. Now, I like the picture I have. It is my profile picture on LinkedIn right now, but you typically spawn, like end visitors spawn right here, and I'd like people to see my face immediately. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this image to this back wall, and I'm about to show you how to do that. First thing you're going to want to do when you click to move things is click on Move, and just click on it and drag it around. So this is our free move. You'll notice that even though I'm moving it, it's still not positioned correctly, like the rotation is off. So to rotate it, I can click Rotate and choose the axes I want to rotate it on. In this case, I want to rotate on the Y-axis. And now I'm just going to drag around to rotate. Now, this could be really annoying because I want this picture to be flat against this column right here, or flat against the wall. So a really important shortcut in Muse is actually to use Shift and less than sign or greater than sign. And this will allow you to rotate exactly 90 degrees. Boom, there we go. And now I can choose to move it. And you'll notice it's kind of hard to precisely place something. There's a couple of ways we can go about here. If I click Move and I click on X, Y, or Z, it will actually take me from free move to a much more controlled move where I can only move things along a given axis. And this is a really important feature in order to align things perfectly within your 3D website. There we go. So as you see, I just aligned it on the Y-axis. As you see here, it's still not perfect. Like, it's still not aligned. So what's another thing I can do? Well, to actually align this better, I can hold Shift. And if you notice, if I hold Shift, a little indicator will pop up. And this is actually our auto alignment shortcut. And this will automatically align this picture frame to be center with the closest parent object, which in this case looks like it's the M, or that text right there. Cool. So now I like where my picture is, but I think it's a little small. The way to make things bigger is you can actually scale objects out in Muse. So I'm going to click Scale, and then just click and drag. Perfect. All right. Now I still have a problem where now my text is being covered, so I'm just going to move that up the Y-axis just a tad bit. There we go. Sweet. So now when people spawn in, they'll see a basketball court, they'll see my face, they'll see my name, and if they walk up, immediately they will be able to click on this Instagram link. So now I'm just going to fill in the rest of the images. So I think I'm good on images. I don't really need the rest of this stuff right here. So now I'm just going to click tab again and get rid of these objects, these image frames, because I'm not going to use them. So the way to do that is you can click this garbage icon, or you can just click delete or backspace on your keyboard. And that is how you delete things. Cool, perfect. Alrighty, so I want to move, let me align and move this image of myself and my dog. And I'm actually using the shift shortcut to align things, and you notice it's not actually aligning things perfectly to this wall. So sometimes it does that. It is a pretty early feature we built. So if the shift shortcut is ever giving you issues, just make sure to use the manual move and alignment tool. Right there. Looks about right. Cool. So now another thing is this animated model right here, this basketball. I don't want it actually near the half court. I think it'd be cooler if I place this near the hoop. So let me move it there. Let me move the y-axis here. Position a little bit on the x. And now I think if I move it down just a bit, move it on the x. Okay, there we go. Now the ball is a little bit too big for the net, so that doesn't look right. So let me just shrink that down just a tad bit like that. Perfect, cool. And now, what's really cool about animated models, Muse actually gives you two types of animations right out the box. You can make a model float, or you can make a model spin. And it's really easy to change the animations. It's just a number value. So if I put 0 in, it's not going to float anymore. Now if I make spin 0, it's also not going to spin anymore. Let me show you what float looks like without any spin. And now you can see that basketball go up, and now it's going to go down. And that's kind of what I'm going for, because I want to make it look like the basketball is going into the net. So let me maybe just crank that up a little bit. Let me turn on to 3. Cool. Now I just want to give it a slight spin so it looks like it has some backspin from someone who shot the ball. So I'll put 0.5. And now the basketball is actually spinning. Very slightly, but it is spinning. There we go. All right, so I don't really have any content to fill up this space in the back, and we did use a template, so it came like this. But actually, something I can do is I can actually, so I don't have any content to fill up this backspace, but I can actually add a wall, my own wall, using the builder tools to block this area off and to hide it from any visitors. Let me show you how to do that. You're going to click tab, then you're going to go to add, and then you're going to click on this wall feature. Now with this wall feature, you just need to input some numbers for the width and for the height. And let's make that a little bit taller. And let's make that a little. Now let's move it up just a tad bit. And there we go. We've made this website a little bit smaller, so it's less room for us to build. Perfect. So you see this wall looks pretty boring and bland. It's like that on purpose because you can actually add your own textures to repaint the wall. So let me find, actually, you know what? I'm a huge Warriors fan, so I already had the Warriors logo, but let me repaint the wall with some more Warriors branding. Okay, I have my Warriors logo. Now let me throw it in. Cool, so now I have a wall that's repainted with the Warriors logo. Now, as you see, there's a lot of repeating images here. If you don't want any of the images to repeat and just have that one image stretch across the wall, just turn off the tiled mode, and that's what it will look like. If you would like it to repeat, just turn on tiled, and you can now change the size as well. So now this will give you less repeating patterns, right? If it's bigger, and then if it's smaller, it's going to be more. I quite like the look of this, so I'm going to keep it. Alrighty. Now let's add some text to let people know a little bit more about myself. I think over here I'm going to add the text feature, which, by the way, I'm not sure if you caught that, but I just clicked add and I clicked text. It's on the first page. It's really hard to miss. And just like previous, I'm going to rotate this using the shift shortcut, shift and less than or greater than sign, and that will rotate it 90 degrees. And now I'm going to write a quick bio about myself. Hi, name is Ben. This picture is me and my dog, and I believe you can hear my dog barking a little bit right now. And here we go. I'll actually, let's see, let me move this up just a tad bit. So I'm going to pick this up, and then I'm going to use shift and align, and there you go. Now the text is right perfectly aligned with my picture frame right here. And now I'm going to go to this picture of my old college. I'm also going to make it a little bigger. To move it up. And now I'm going to add text. Now, instead of just adding a brand new text, what I can actually do is click on my old text and click Control C or Command C, depending on your keyboard, and then Control V. And that will actually copy and paste the text, and now I don't have to rotate it again. Something that's even better though is to copy. So you click Command C or Control C, and then you click Command Shift V, and that will actually copy and paste the same object in the same exact place that you copied it from. And this will make positioning this text so quick. So now I just need to move it, and now it is aligned just like that. Of course, I can also use my handy dandy shift shortcut. But as you see, It looks like it aligned things somewhat in the center, but it did not allow me to get the desired results. So actually, the original alignment was better. Now, let me update this text. This is LMU. College I went to a couple of years ago before to start Muse. There we go. Same thing, I will copy and paste in the same place, like so. Now I am going to move it all the way on the x-axis here, so it comes over here. And then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees on the y-axis, like so, using shift less than or greater than sign. And then I am going to move it, and there we go. This is Y Combinator. An excellent startup incubator and Muse's first investors. So you can thank Y Combinator for the reason why Muse is still alive today. Same thing, Control C, and then Command Shift V. Sorry, Command C, Command Shift V. And then we're just going to move it on the Z axis. Like so. I am a lifelong Golden State Warriors fan. Alright, so we're almost done here. You'll notice that there's something a little bit weird with this picture right here. And that is because the Golden State Warriors image I uploaded for this picture actually has a transparent background. Muse supports transparent backgrounds. What you need to do is if you want to see it a transparency, is to turn off the frame option. Like so. And as you see, the frame option is turned off. And now we have a really cool logo. It looks almost like it's like wallpaper. I really like transparency in 3D websites. And now we can scale this out even bigger because I really like the look of this logo. And I'm just going to position it up a little bit. And there we go. Alrighty. The last thing I want to do now is just to upload some music. The music feature. So whenever you upload music into Muse, you can actually control the distance that the audio is heard. So if I put 5, for example, I won't hear the audio until I actually walk into this dome. If I make the audio a little bit bigger, like so, as you see, I can't really see it. That's because the audio is actually, the dome is actually bigger than the space I've built. That means you're going to hear the music the minute you spawn into the website. You can also adjust the volume that the music plays at. And you can upload your own music as well. We also have some music that you can pre-select and choose from if you would like. So yeah. Other than that, a couple of basic things I didn't go over just yet is the undo and redo system. So any changes you make in Muse, you can just click undo if you're unhappy with it, or you can click redo if you want to get those changes back. To view all of our shortcuts, by the way, just click on settings and you'll see this menu right here that says keyboard shortcuts. and you can read through all the shortcuts. Here is probably the most important shortcut, which is rotate 90 and rotate -90 using shift greater than or shift less than sign. And also another favorite of mine is Command Shift V to paste in place. So Command C to copy and a Command Shift V to paste in place. Also, here's a quick align tool. If you click Shift, right, that will trigger it. So this is a really basic site that I've built in Muse. Our creators have built websites that are way cooler than this. To save my work, I'm going to click Publish. And there we go. Now my website is publishing. While we wait for my website to publish, so you can test it out on your phone to see if it works. But yeah, if you send this link to anyone, once you publish, people will be able to see your updates and check out your website. Last thing, like I said, like Muse, at the end of the day, it's a creation tool. We are building a product that gives you the powers to build websites as virtual worlds, to build these really powerful 3D websites. And all the creativity is in your hands. We're just enabling you to put that into action. So you can build all sorts of things in Muse. You can make things look really good if you invest the time in it. The controls are really easy to learn. The real skill here, and what differentiates our creators, or Muse creators, from one another, is your creativity and storytelling capabilities. So I want to take this time to just lightly highlight some more, a little bit advanced / more powerful features that can really enlighten your experience and take your building to the next level. We have gallery lights that you can add. You can also change colors of these lights. We have a proximity media idea that allows you to upload an image, but it only appears if someone walks up to it. You can upload your own custom 3D models. We have two types, one that has collisions, which means that you won't be able to walk through them, and one that handles animated models. We have the interrogator feature. The interrogator feature is really cool because this is actually a really powerful way for you to collect leads and information from end visitors. So you can ask them, like, what would you rate my world? What do you think of my world? Let's say you're selling something. You can ask them, like, do you want to purchase so-and-so? I think for me, like, you know, as like, this is my personal website, I would just have, like, do you have any questions that you would like to ask Ben, for example? People can actually talk to this avatar and send you responses. So that's what the interrogator is for. We have an HDR feature. An HDR feature is a little bit like harder to explain, but it essentially allows you to add like almost these like panoramic views and really cool skies. If you quickly Google HDR images, these are, go to Polyhaven. You can look at these HDRs, and you can actually download any of these HDRs and upload it into your Muse site. And this will really transform the aesthetics of your world. Just trust me, just try it out. Just download an HDR and upload it. It will look crazy. You can accept donations in Muse, by the way. If you put in your wallet for Ethereum, people can actually give you Ethereum. We have a video player feature, so this is probably better to, this is the proper way of uploading videos. You can upload videos on these media frames, but I would recommend you actually upload videos using the video player. And the reason for that is the video player feature will allow you to control the distance that the video gets played. So if it's 3, for example, video won't play, now video plays. We can add a frame to it. We can also control the volume, which is the exact same way how the audio works, right? That's the speakers work. So yeah, that's really important. I already showed you walls. This is the animated model idea, so I can throw in a model here, and again, it's the same one as the basketball. I can make them animate. Be sure to watch our other videos on how to upload 3D models for more details on that. And everything else you've been exposed to. So yeah, you have all the tools now to build with Muse. Let's go check out some other websites that creators have made. Aesthetically and on the environmental design, this is one of my favorite websites. The creator of this website is David Kill, and he really went all out on this 3D website. This 3D website was built as a landing page for a special clothing collaboration between the artist Blast and the brand Juggernaut. And we can check it out right here. So it's a blend actually between Chicago. The environment is a blend between Chicago and Los Angeles. To our right, you see this beautiful Chicago bean, and then to our left, you see the Slauson Mall, and then you also see like the Hollywood sign. Obviously, these are all like parodies of it. And yeah, I just really like this website. It's really nicely done, really nicely designed. Let's check out some other ones. This one is simpler in environmental design, but I really like this website. This website's a clothing store, and what I really like about it is the 3D models that are displayed here. I think the designer, Nunchuck Nabi, is such a creative designer, and the pieces he makes have a lot of detail, and that makes them really unique, which is hard to be conveyed through like these static images right here. So I think the fact that we're able to get a glimpse of these 3D renders of how the clothing looks like, and you can really see the zipper on this pant right here, which I really like, really makes this website stand out, and I think it's so interesting because of that. Also, like, isn't this whole like marshmallow suit like just so freaking cool? I mean, I live in SoCal, so this would be extremely hot to wear, but I think it's still super sick. If you ever want inspiration and to understand what else you can build on Muse, you can click Escape, which will open up Pause menu, and you could click on the Random World Generator button, which will take you to a random world that was created by another creator just like yourself. I hope you found this video informative and helpful with your journey in building your first 3D website with Muse. From the entire team at Muse, we wish you happy building and good luck.